Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daedra and Deathclaws. To catch you up on the story, we have just discovered Cloud Ruler Temple, where Esbern happened to be hiding out. Happy little accident there. The party has returned to their home in Whiterun, just to catch up with Igvald and set up for the next leg of their adventure, where they are planning on informing Delphine that they have found Esbern and Cloud Ruler Temple. She'll be ecstatic to hear that. As well as searching for more word walls to improve their Dragonborn powers.
Yeah, sweet.
And seeking out the Greybeards to learn the shout that can take a dragon from the sky. So, I give it to you.
Is this morning?
Yep.
What do our stores look like?
Your stores?
Oh, we brought in an elk.
Sigmund spent the night at the river.
Yeah, I know. I figured as much.
We brought
No, I'm
in
not
an
wearing
elk
pants.
For your.
Yes. You brought an elk. You kept the hide, correct?
Shall this
Hide and antler?
shall this one get started on dinner? Breakfast. Oh jeez.
Breakfast!
Elk bacon?
Elk
Is that a
bacon.
thing? I don't know that elk's fatty enough.
I don't think
I
it
don't
could
think
be
there's
bacon because you have to
anything-
You
smoke
can
it.
make anything bacon with enough compassion.
I mean, you can take the strips
lard.
off, and lard, and lots of lard.
Turkey bacon exists.
Turkey bacon does exist.
Yeah, if that abomination exists, you can make bacon out of it.
Boys and girls, boys, turkey bacon is good for your prostates. Eat turkey bacon.
Why are you saying boys and girls then?
Well, just boys.
Igvald sort of like gentle hand on the shoulder. No, sir, please, it's my job. I'll prepare breakfast.
Okay, this one enjoys food.
And yes, there would be a piece of elk left for us because I would have hugged it.
So let's.
Hugged it to death!
so that Parthenax couldn't
Well,
get it.
the last time we woke up in a place that had food at all of it was gone. Is there anything left?
But you had Parthenax upstairs in the room.
Not all day, because that's where Igvald sleeps. I'm not going to take Igvald's room.
He probably would prefer that you took his room than Parthenax ate all his food.
Indeed, we will say that's what happened. He would have given up his room, as it is the master bedroom of the house, to at least two of you. All four of you could have slept in there. And he would have come downstairs and fashioned himself a bed on the table in the corner.
I think that Slad would have, because there had been mentioned that he could
Cozy cabin
do
in the
a
house.
cozy cabin in the house to just set up the furniture for people to sleep. So he would have done that last night.
So everybody had
So
a
there
good
would have
rest.
been a cot.
Igvald is making sort of a elk stew with dried elgier and garlic in it, with like the eggs poached in it, sort of like a not spicy shakshuka.
Yeah. Well, while we're sitting down having breakfast, which part of my cozy cabin actually creates like a nice dining room set. So, what's the plan
Well,
today?
we have to stop in and see what's her nuts. Apparently,
Dolphin fucker?
Oh, yeah.
Delphine, yes. We have to stop by, see her. There's also, apparently, looks around, sees no Sigmund. We need to go find a Sigmund.
Oh, that's easy.
And then there was this X on the marsh that we were told about being a potential burial site. So if we're wanting to go fight another dragon, we could do that.
It always sounds fun. Mm-hmm. More soul, but this one we'll try to find more walls first.
Well, we can just... What I was thinking is that we stop going on the roads, considering we don't have a cart. We're just schlepping our stuff. So if we just sort of go, okay, from here it's directly west-ish, then we can cut
Overland.
through. And if actually, I was wondering if, as we're going through, I know that you always pick up things. Mm-hmm. I was wondering if you could help me pick up potion supplies along the way.
Okay. But do know this one usually picks up things that are edible.
Well, a lot of potion supplies are edible.
Also poisonous.
Yes.
Sorry, what did we decide? Dragonbane was a one-handed sword. What Is it special properties for Pathfinder? We decided.
It's a two.
I corrected that. It is indeed a one-handed weapon.
Okay.
It's on the Skyrim conversion.
Oh, it is on the dock,
You'll
okay.
find Blade's sword. That will be your base.
So this one has a suggestion for us. Just hear me out. If we go to Riverwood, we have done this pathway to get Ivanderstead many a times. I say we go to Riverwood and go the north side this time.
Sure.
And cut through straight.
Lydia, sort of over her breakfast stew, sort of leans in. Forgive my line of questioning, but you are seeking additional shouts to strengthen your abilities against dragons, yes?
Yes.
Wouldn't the shout that can take dragons out of the sky be the pinnacle of that?
Would think so.
Potentially.
I'm just curious if we don't know what the word may be in the marsh, but we have some idea of what we might find on the mountain, or what we hope to find.
There's a potential for finding something on the mountain. Potentially. Because of what it is, I don't know that the Greybeards would give it to us right now.
This one
If
can
they
ask.
had anything.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, they gave us 3, right?
They've already given us 3.
This one has idea.
4, technically.
This one has idea.
No, 3.
We go to Riverwood. Quick jaunt to the top of the mountain, because that's just a quick little... That's easy. It's not like people who do it for a pilgrimage. We go to the top, say hi, they say no. This one can use that eyeball thing to really get a look around with Skyrim and seeing what we can see from this direction. And then we go down.
That sounds good. It would be a good place to do the eyeball looky from up top to see if we can find, because the Greybeards did mention that any place of great, like, natural beauty is a potential spot to have this. So if we go up to the very top and find something nice, then
Yeah, but I mean, we found it on a set of ruins.
yeah.
We
found them in ruins and caves. We found them all over the place.
on the surface,
Yeah.
too, crumbled, and there it was.
So that's what this one suggests. We go to Riverwood, say hi real quick, start working our way up the mountain, and then, yeah, go from there. But first
How long
things
does
first.
it take to get up the mountain?
Oh, only like
From here?
20 minutes. Alright, this one will go outside the house now. And they go, alright.
We need to wait for Sigmund to get here.
This one's looking for.
Okay, so while you go do that after we've eaten, I'll just go and try to get one potion in. It'll be a half hour.
Yeah.
I'll get one thing done and then I'll meet you back.
Sounds good. I will make my way to the front gate. And then I'll just yell, Ziggy!
Just off into the universe.
Ziggy! Where are you? And then I'll make my way to the rampart.
Do you remember what it was that I was gonna buy from the guy when I bought the arrows from him?
Is Sigmund anywhere to be found?
I'll look to the left
Enchanted
mostly because I would
arrows. I
figure
thought we were
you'd be
looking
near
for
the water.
enchanted arrows.
Is that the river? I think that's the river over there.
Yeah, because that's road, and then between here and that building is where the river is.
Or
I'm over
the
there.
soul bow. You were gonna buy the soul bow because the soul bow that he had was better than the soul
Are you
bow
using
he
any
had.
kind of magical, like... You're a bard. Like, I feel like you have some kind of make your voice louder spell.
You would think, but really, I am just using my own voice and projecting.
You can see...
Actually, I have prestidigitation. Ziggy, ziggy, ziggy.
You can
And
see,
you just see a voice kind of like stars.
you can see a small fire. It's like just a little thing of smoke. Oh, yes. Stick.
Could you have got it any more awkward of a way?
Let me look into this.
You actually just did that. Yes, right there.
I have 2 degrees. right.
Alright. Ziggy!
2 degrees in stupidity.
2 degrees of stupidity.
I'll go over there.
What is your response to the shouting?
What?
Come for breakfast! It's elk stew!
You just see movement, like...
Pants optional!
I don't think the guards will feel the same way.
Alright, so I'll literally just stand there and just watch him slowly run up.
Yep.
And I want to go buy that soul bow.
Yes, I have that written down for you.
Oh,
It is
brothers and
2,011 gold.
Okay, but I don't know what
How
it.
much gold did we get each?
It's a hunter's bow with soul trap. Hunting bow.
No, I
Yes.
had a hunting bow.
Yes, you did. And
It was a
no,
better.
you're right. It
was
is
a better-
elven bow soul trap. My mistake.
What?
How much gold did we get from the last time? So
Okay, give me
It's
one
in the thing.
well, I haven't checked it yet because I'm with them.
So Sigmund comes up after about 3
39.
minutes of walking.
And
You said elk stew?
31 and what was the other one?
Yes.
3,404.
You see him in like
90.
94.
not like
Ambition.
violently shiny armor, but it's like it is cleaned, it is pretty. He has his like he isn't wearing the blue kind of roby thing across his thing. He just has it sort of. Do you remember in Star Wars, like how in Clone Wars, how they had like their robes that were part of their armor, and it was just like the bottom waist half? Mm-hmm. That. So it's like a bottom sort of waist roby kilt thing over top of the armor.
Well, someone looks nice.
Lots of elbow grease. Mm-hmm. And I have like I have Dragonbane, and it's like
And this one understands you're not a fan of magic, but however, you just want some spritz of smell?
lemon.
It now smells like lemon pledge.
I'm carrying the helmet under my arm. That's how I can only imagine it sounds. Just rattling into town. Oh, now I have a curved swords.
You do.
They have curved swords.
All right,
That was
well,
2,100, right?
Ziggy, have some breakfast real quick. We're gonna hit the road. Plan is to hit Riverwood, top of the mountain, throw to the world, say hi to the Greybeards, see if they'll give us shit, then go to Eastmarsh.
See if
Give
they'll
us shit?
a shit.
If they give a shit or they'll give us shit.
Both.
Egvald says, do you expect to be home for dinner tonight?
Oh, probably not. We will be gone for another couple times.
Oh, that reminds me. We should give you some money, especially to replenish.
That's
so
what exactly this one was going to do. So, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. What did we agree upon as a monthly wage?
50, but we haven't been gone a month. So I'm
Yes.
not there.
but I'll get it this time.
No, this
You-
one has it.
You got it last time.
No, this one doesn't mind paying again. This one will hand him
Okay,
over.
you go ahead and pay because I just bought a freaking bow for 2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been less than a week. It's really not necessary.
Exactly. So this one, here's another advancement and a tip for your very good work. I give him 100 gold.
Wow. Do you have any special requests for food for when you're next in town?
Whatever you enjoy most, and that gold is to be spent on yourself. Your pay has already been settled, right? That is for you money.
Don't do drugs. You stay away from the skooma, eh?
I'll just lean in. School is fine around here. Don't worry about it.
Don't listen to him.
All right. Well, safe travels. Best of luck to you all.
Oh, one last thing, Ziggy.
Uh-huh.
Come.
Uh-huh.
And I gesture with the mage hand, and I just grab your hand. Please, someone wants to see, and I take your glove off. Like, picture you're like wearing full gauntlets while eating.
Yeah.
How's his finger looking?
Oh, you want my left hand then?
Oh, actually, this one kind of wants your hand in vain.
Excuse to hold my hands.
So yeah, how is
The
this?
ring of regeneration or whatever it is.
Yeah, that standing stone. How's it looking for his fingertip?
It's been like 2 days,
It's been
3 maybe.
3 days now.
Yeah, in 3 days, it no longer looks like an open wound, but it's still got sort of that pinkness of healing.
Does it look like it's actually come back at all, or is it still the same nubbin?
It's hard to say. He lost like 5 millimeters, and any growth in that region.
Well, I thought it was like the first knuckle. I thought it was like the end.
Yeah,
That's like a centimeter.
centimeter and a half. Yeah.
All right, then this one has a plan. Give 1 second. I'll reach into my bag.
Roll perception,
I haven't
because
even
this is
grabbed my dice yet.
exactly what perception is.
Perceiving the shit out of it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. What is my?
Also, I took my medication a little later today, like noon, so if I'm a little weird, just heads up.
That's not 20.
So for a 31.
So you take his hand with the mage hand and you bring it closer and closer, and like
Snoot distance.
you really want to get the best look possible at it. And you manage to find like the exact focal point of crossed eyes to get the most zoom on it.
I'm imagining Yoshi like just
Zoom in at hands.
Not only that, but like the sliver irises that you have, focus in just like to the narrowest point before opening wide to let in the most light, and you can see that his finger is coming back.
ha ha. Oh, I wouldn't know this. Are you gonna share with the class?
Ziggy, I think it's actually working.
What's working?
It's growing your finger back.
Who's growing my finger back?
The standing stone.
Oh.
Do we remember where we found that stone again?
That was the lady of the lake, I believe.
Ooh, Lady Lake. She's my main homegirl.
As far as memory, I will rely upon your own memory.
It was in the lake.
Remember.
I don't remember much past that.
I'm still not there, but Alicia thinks that it was the lake.
Because if that's actually growing back, and then you'll notice that this whole time that Lad's been holding your hand with his ghostly mage hand, this one might actually be able to get an arm back.
I'm not there. I'm still brewing a potion.
This one's talking into the ether.
Okay.
You don't even talk to me, the person your hand holding the hand is holding.
Oh, sorry. I looked deep into your eyes.
Do you want to go there and find out?
Kind of, but we had plans to go the opposite direction.
But we're gonna have to go back that way. We just have to keep it in our minds that we need to stop there when we go back.
Tell Rui and she remembers all things.
I know, she does, doesn't she? It's annoying.
We lost
Actually, you know what? Can this one ask a favor of the party? And I'll wait until you actually come back from brewing after the half hour, because he's gonna have to take time to eat.
He's done in like 2.5 minutes flat.
Alright, seconds.
So, we were talking about it in thing about maybe making the poisons thicker so that they could be like applied to a weapon
Damn.
as a use.
With 3 C's.
And I would have to be using the apothecarist's place.
Or
And
the court wizard.
or the court wizard, but I would go to the apothecarist
dick,
because I've already started learning from her. So it'd be like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think about maybe doing it as a poison to put on blades? Because like we come across some really strong things, and anything helps.
And Farangar is a bit of a wad.
Yeah, that is generally, I think, what is done with poisons. I don't have a great deal of experience in making them, not much use for it. I'm more of a healer
Healer.
type, you understand. But that would stand to reason. You just want to let it simmer for a bit longer. That should thicken it up.
Okay.
Just make sure you keep the right temperature. You
Okay.
don't want to overcook it.
All right. So I have a plan then of producing stamina poison because I have a lot of stuff that damages stamina. Stamina! Woo! So I will do that. If you can just like, just sort of like check in on me every now and then to make sure that things are going all right.
Yeah,
You know?
I just want to check. This is for like hunting purposes, right?
This is for like killing dragons. And if you don't believe me, the drunken huntsman has. Oh, and I just sort of like whip and like show her my little scar that I have from
Your
the
little-
magically healed.
Your extra belly button.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. I don't know if the poison's gonna have much effect on a dragon. That's a lot of blood to affect with the poison. But all the best to you. I just want to make sure you're not going to assassinate the Jarl or something.
Oh God, no. No. We help deal with bandits in the area. We help deal with like mountain lions that are running amok. We do a lot of things to like keep the people safe. So this is just another way of us doing that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Maybe crack a window though, because I feel like boiling poisonous substance. You want a fume hood, but like maybe just crack a window.
I'll just like press digitation to make it gust away from my face as I'm stirring.
Alright, so about half an hour later, Urian returns, as does Lazalia with the bow that she's purchased.
I need to make a roll. That is
Ho.
25.
Alright, so 25 is going to be level 3 strength for whatever the stamina poisons are.
Perfect.
How many charges does Dragonbane have?
We'll say 100. I think that's just a nice round number for all.
So,
Does soul trapping arrow have, or soul trapping elven bow of souls? Does it have charges?
Yes, it will have 100 charges as well, but because it's capturing souls into every empty gem you've got, it'll be real easy to recharge it.
so
You'll be like the Soul Factory.
Yes.
Which also, great name for a funk band. Soul Factory, come on.
So we've got the whole party together. Gislad had something to say.
So friends, this one has a favor to ask everyone. Ziggy's finger's growing.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
This one,
Oh,
it's the stat. Yes.
your arm.
So I'll meet you guys in Riverwood. And
No, let's just all go.
no. This one we'll meet you guys in Riverwood. It'll take me 2 seconds.
The hunting for the Parthen. Where the hell is Parthenex?
As you say that, he's like sitting in my lap as I'm stroking him.
He's wriggling real hard to get
It's
it.
that like kid hold
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
sure that the cat stays in the grasp and is like,
The elbow's like holding the back legs, the front arm is holding.
Don't
the
make
front
me
legs.
use my voice. And I just give him a look.
And he's just like whipping out his tongue to lick little bits of gravy out of the fur around your face from the breakfast.
See, this one can make a horse. I can run out there real quick, and this one will be back.
I mean, you could do it quicker than us. I just don't like the thought of you going by yourself. Do you know
it's-
where you're going?
Yes.
Take Lydia with you.
Oh,
Lady, you want to go side saddle?
okay. So yeah, the Lady of the Lake. It's the Lady of the Lake. I'm pretty sure that it's like right about here is where you're wanting to go.
This one thinks that's the best idea.
Okay. We'll meet you in Riverwood.
I think we should just keep going, take our asses up the hill because he's got the pony.
Well, we have to stop off at Riverwood, and then we'll go to.
And talk to this Delphine lady you apparently don't like.
Yeah,
Right,
really
well,
don't.
it only takes one
I
second to
understand.
tell her what is going on, and then we go up.
Yeah.
We just keep going.
Also, just a heads up, the Thalmor kind of outlawed people wearing this armor, so like if we do encounter the Thalmor, everybody be cool.
What, the armor that you have on?
Yes.
We'll just kill him.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page, I just say, hey, I don't want to,
I just want to say that there may come a situation in which killing the people may not work in our favor. So
Yeah.
we may want to prepare for that eventuality.
Like it has happened several times.
Do you
in
want to
which
make
they
me a
have.
cloak there, just Slad? Can you make me a, just like blackout curtains to my body?
Okay. This one will just go into the back, grab some. Actually,
I have 4 hides now that haven't been tanned.
can this one use border one for a second?
You can have one.
Alright, I'll grab one and I'll use prestidigitation to like salt dry it.
I'll see what you're doing and sort of mimic the process to make it go faster.
Here's an elk skin poncho.
Yeah, no, this one will actually take it and then go and give this one 2 seconds. I will run to the blacksmith and I will melt down probably the equivalent of 5 gold coins to make a gold chain.
Oh, spiffy.
So like 1 coin for the buttons and then the equivalent of 3 gold pieces to make a chain.
Yeah. I mean, that's, do you want to craft that or do you want to have them craft it?
Oh, this one will craft it.
Okay, yeah, go. Roll your crafting.
Mine is 5.
As the kids these days say, bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, no, they can try. But yeah, that will be a 24.
Yeah, it was 24. Gold is a bit tricky to work with because of its low melting point, but by nature of that, it's also very soft in the first place. The welding of the chain is the hardest part, but you get it together and it's looking pretty nice. It could do with the polish, but you can take care of that.
Oh, actually, sorry,
Wait.
20. 26 because my specialty crafting artistry.
Yeah, magnificent. It takes about an hour.
Alright, I come back. Here we go. And I give you, it's like like you would expect, not like royalty, but like high noble, like nice looking, like just fur cloak, but with a gold clasp to like latch it across.
I feel fancy.
And then
It's got pockets. And you open it up, there's like 8 pockets on each side.
I'm like the drug dealer from like after school specials. Like,
Yep.
hey man, you want to buy a watch?
I will look at the potion that I have currently once the cloak gets back. And then Sigmund.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I unintentionally hurt your feelings last night. Wasn't my intent. I have something not for you to use. Don't drink it. Don't.
What is it?
If you put it on your blade,
Uh-huh.
and I hand over to you one potent stamina poison, which does 3 points of con drain with a DC of 40.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I tell you, this. Do you remember when I was eating the weird stuff?
Yeah, so is there a concern for your health?
Yeah. Well, we'll need to continue to do that. But this particular concoction should do that, making people slower, making them less hardy. So.
Wait, is this a peace offering?
Yeah.
Oh. Hug?
Sure.
And as you guys are like having that warm embrace, you just feel just Lad coming in from behind, just going, this is nice.
Is it con drain? Because it's stamina and there's a vigor potion beneath it which does con.
Yep.
They're both con? Okay. Just double checking to make sure that wasn't an error.
Okay, so
We
we have
yes.
plan. Is
There
this
you-
one will meet you in Riverwood?
Yeah.
Lydia, wanna go for a ride?
Yes.
Good job. Wanna go for what? Wanna go what?
I would feel much better not leaving you to travel alone.
Alright.
I appreciate
Do you want
that.
the front or the back?
I feel like you asked the question a lot.
No.
Things choice.
This one just wants to enjoy the countryside. You can drive today.
Okay.
And this one will go outside, flick my hand up, and cast the horse.
I would like
Actually,
to
wait. I put it back. Lydia,
Yes.
you're driving, so what do you want the horse to look like today?
Normal, a nice bay horse with a chestnut mane.
And I make that. And it's exactly what it is, word for word, but the eyes are neon green.
I want to stop at the shop to see if there's any dwarven or elven arrows.
Which shop?
Drunken Huntsman.
See you guys there!
One whose skull for one group, one whose skull for the other.
I think we may have crashed. So Lydia remembers where the stone was. It was on the west end of the lake that is southwest of Riverwood, or of Whiterun. So she'll take the roads that go right there,
Yep.
and then you guys just loop beneath it to continue on.
Yep.
And once you're like kind of in line with it, I'll just hop up and like 2 seconds, Lydia, and I'll.
Swimming.
And if I feel that my swimming skills are starting to really falter, I will cast water breathing as I go down.
Womp womp womp.
All right. Oh, our game has just straight up disappeared.
Vanished into the night.
So when you touch the Lady Stone, you regenerate 2, as long as you are conscious.
You touched it appropriately. You ask for permission first.
He's a gentleman. He knows about consent.
You say, hello, pretty lady, may I touch your body?
No, that's not how you do it.
That's not
That's how you ask for... No?
No. Before even any of that, you approach with your intentions.
Hello, pretty lady.
No.
I intend to touch...
I am intended to touch you.
Why'd you go Italian?
No, I thought that was like Transylvanian. That was...
I want to touch your butt.
I want to touch your body.
Ooh, I need to find damage health.
What about damaged feelings?
I am pretty good at doing that without any potions.
So yeah,
Are there elven
After this-
arrows?
one thing Gislav will do right before he touches the stone is that he will dig through his bag of knickknacks, find in his
Tiny
crafting
wax?
tools like a measuring tape,
Yeah, I made that.
put my stump out on the ground, stretch it out as best I can, and measure the exact length.
Of your current stump.
Yeah.
Okay.
740.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, like 4 inches.
Something like that.
A lot of men would pay good money for an extra 4 inches.
So as we're walking out of town, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, so what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get some more poisonous things.
The elven and the dwarven.
You should talk to my
Are
sister.
there?
And
She's
then
worried about poisonous thing.
42?
well, no,
How
I
much are
don't
they worth?
so get the stuff to make more things like that.
Actually, did you just go to the drunken huntsman, or do we go with her to the drunken
We
huntsman?
kind of went with her to the drunken huntsman, and I am just glaring daggers at Parthenax, and anytime that he starts to like go towards the food, I would just be like,
You don't even have to. I can just take out. Is he threatened by Dragonbane?
I mean, he was threatened by the fact that you pulled a sword out at him. You don't know whether or not it was Dragonbane itself.
He also continues to not listen to you unless you flash your dragon thing.
I will flash the dragon thing and say no.
Okay. Elrendir here will stumble back at the sound of thunder and the crack of lightning across your face. That was quite something.
I would have like not done it.
The place is filled with the crackling of thunder, the sound.
Yeah, and I'll just like, oh yeah, sorry, and I'll like twiddle my fingers and cast prestidigitation a little bit less. I find if you threaten him, he does the thing a little bit better. Sorry about that. I will endeavor to not do that indoors.
Elendea, you have my father's boots still, yes?
Yes, I've nailed them to the wall, as you can see.
Are they high up enough to like? Can I reach them?
They're like 2 feet above the table on the corner here.
Elendea, if you don't mind, there's something in there in the boot that I probably need. At least I think it's in there.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, they were empty when I nailed them up there.
Hold on. I'm gonna go up to the boot and in the right boot stick my hand under and like try to pull, like, you know, you have like a separate soul that's in the thing. I'm gonna try to like lift that up. And do I feel like a bit of paper or anything underneath it?
Perception.
Perception is shit. 32.
I was gonna say, how is your perception shit?
No, I'm gonna do the shit out of it. Like,
Okay, that's not what I understood it to be.
I'll give it to you this time, but in the future, if you're going to have secret compartments, you need to tell us before the character they're on dies.
I should pretty. This is an important part. It's an important part of the arrangement.
Sigmund's cousin will not be finding anything on Sigmund that we did not discuss.
I'm
prior.
gonna have to start expanding the family tree. Like, this is dangerous.
You find
I mean,
paper.
you do have 2 young nephews,
I'm like 5 years old.
and
Oh, between the 2 of them. Just put them in a trench coat. Just like put them. I'm sure we could find a Wintergale cousin or something. Freya was, or not Freya. Your character's name. Not Hilda.
Ragna.
Ragna was prolific.
if you say so.
She was the 4 times great-grandma? Yeah, 4 greats grandmother.
It's likely even more than that. It's been 400 years.
I thought it was only 200.
I think it's 400.
400. Then very prolific.
Or just had 1 or 2, and they had 2, and they had 2, and they had 2, and they had 2.
That's,
Or maybe you're
And so
adopted, and therefore there's
on
no blood ties. It's just all.
that's not how I wrote the family tree.
Oh dear
Yes,
goodness.
I got no say in how my character's family tree got written, by the by. Character from a previous campaign.
So much fun.
So, arrows purchased,
dead.
paper recovered. Parthenax sitting like a beaten dog, just like head down, whale eye up at you.
I will give the gentleman at the counter Elrondare. I'll give him like how much for a meat?
For a meat. 1 meat, please.
Oh, why don't we call it 10 gold?
Thank you.
As I unfurl the paper, shit. It's written in code. Yeah, it's written in code. I'm not just reading it upside down.
I will take it and have a look at it. What is this?
Well, my father always used to keep important things in his shoes, so I assume that is some kind of important, potentially alchemical, since he was really into that stuff, thing.
I will have to do some looking into this.
Isn't that usually just Law that does that kind of looking?
We can both have a look at it when we get back together.
The Dawn God was used to, and the Vigilant of Stenba was used to their codes and secrets, being a...
Secretive cult.
Not the cult, the religious order.
Cult? Alright, so let's go to Riverwood so that we can be there for when our friend gets there. Thank you, good sir. Have a great day. And once we get out of the city, I will hand the meats to the Parthenax.
He follows along and is like a little bit slower than you, so he's just like hopping and snapping at it, but not quite.
Question for the DM. Do you think Lydia and myself would have gotten back to Riverwood before the party?
I very much think you're gonna beat them there.
Okay. Then I would like to go to the inn, and I will just make my known to be like, hello, Delphine. I'm just going to be sitting here for a couple minutes. Friends lit up for the morning. They will meet up with us in a moment. We'll come talk to you all together.
Okay, is there something important that I should know right now?
Oh, no, not at the exact moment.
Oh, big reveal for me, wearing the Blades armor. That would probably be like, hey, we found the thing!
No, nothing quite important. That can wait till the rest of the party here. This one has an idea and I need to write it out first.
You can go ahead and roll deception for the nothing important.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Go!
That will be a 25.
She sort of like squints her eyes at you. All right, I'll wait.
Can this one have an ale?
Certainly. 5 gold.
Woof! Gonna charge that much for a friend?
Friends and family discount?
We don't like her.
This one will pay the 5.
1,009.
And then I actually want to start writing an idea I had. So you know how Gislad makes the folding house unfold? Mm-hmm. This one wants to try to create an item that is a miniature version of that, but think workshop table. So like a leather working table, an alchemist table that just folds out.
I thought you meant a dog house for Parthenax, because we need that too.
Okay.
So I'm essentially just sketching ideas at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
But at least your fingers growing.
Because I kind of wanted to make a portable workstation for these
Right?
guys.
So in time.
Yes,
So like
You
to
will
start
have
just an
your
alchemist
back
table
in
and then
full.
maybe add
But
extra
not
folds
point.
later on.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you didn't point.
With the studying you're
That
doing,
would
you can
help.
say that will be a part of the next cabin.
I noticed how like the end of the
Piece of
glove is just a little loose. It's like
I can just add that to the cabin. Because I was hoping.
Because if you don't
I can do
point
that.
at him, then there's nothing.
So just-
for him to
knife
hit
hand
you.
from now on.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot that eagle. Sorry, I just saw the shadow.
In mid conversation with me, just like ha! Pew! Da!
Right. You get 1 dose of eagle feathers.
Hawk feathers?
Jokes
feathers.
And I give them to Esbern right away.
They must be
I-
taken as a suppository.
I rip off the feathers and then I hand just the whole bird to Parthenax.
And he just swallows it whole, just its little feet sticking out, and he's like kind of chewing on them like a cow.
Lydia, did you want an ale as well?
What?
Did you want an ale as well, Lydia?
Oh, yeah, we've got some time to kill.
All right, I'll quickly buy her an ale as well.
On the way to here, I will be talking with our sword person and be like, yes, so I'm planning on trying to create poisons for you to like douse your blade, and this is my first attempt at making a poison like ever. So just like let me know how it goes. Don't try it. You sniff it, and just the inside, like you know, if you get too close and it's really really fresh, like horseradish or wasabi,
Curls
just
the hairs
burns
in
the inside of your nostrils. That's what you get. I prestidigitate the smell out of your nose.
I could also dip my arrows in it.
That's only
That's true.
60% fake.
I think that it might only work 1 per 1 arrow, but we can definitely try
Okay.
for the arrows. But yeah, so that's just sort of what I want to help a little bit more. And I just sort of like shake my bag that is just abnormally like poofy filled with stuff. Like has like 4 different elk's antlers just like crowning out around me behind.
Like a fur collar, except it's antlers.
Just coming out from my backpack, and just like, so I'm wanting to try and help. But yeah, so test it next time. The apothecarist who is helping me in town said that it might not work on something like a dragon, but I feel like it's a really good quality, so who knows.
We can find out.
Yeah. No,
Does Sigmund put it on the blade and then like
What I
John
want,
thing
I
to
want to
do.
make sure you understand is that I've got lots of health potions. So if you try something that's like bad,
Also
I
a
can.
cleric.
So don't do it without one of us around.
Try it on this one as you walk in.
You were missing, I think, when we were doing the num num.
I also have, like, there's some really cool things. Like, one of the things that I want to start getting is for all of you to make a resist fire potion. I just need to figure out what elements can be used to resist fire. Because if I can give y'all, everybody, if I can give us all a resist fire potion at the start of a battle, especially if it looks like it's going to be a big one, then I can cast fireball into the center of things and not worry about hurting you so much.
Oh,
So
I thought
much.
you were trying to protect us against the dragon, but I know
I
that
mean,
some
that as
dragons
well.
do.
Do you have this
I-
conversation in
Yeah.
front of me?
Yeah, like we'll have walked in partway
This-
through this conversation.
This one has spell for that.
Okay, for the rest of you.
I'm gonna hang up this nice elk cloak and like stroll over to Delphine, sort of nonchalantly, just like.
Hey, Delphine!
One of
Surprise!
those.
she just kind of like come here and leads you into the secret basement.
The one guy.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Oh,
Is this one invited as well?
Oh, she's dragging him, but she's beckoning all of you.
Oh, you want me to take a picture? And I just bring out my sketchbook and start like,
She's too old for me, don't worry.
am I too old for you?
I don't know how old you are.
That's good.
That means I have a chance.
And the answer is no.
The fur is confusing. Also, elves live a long
Fur
time.
don't crack.
So, Delphine is in fact here in the basement. She's just not here in our visual.
Okay.
So, you must have found something if you're enjoying your new blades getup.
I am a blade.
Is that so? And who exactly made you?
Esbern. He's grumpy, but he did the thing.
No, he's not particularly grumpy. He found a wall he liked, and now he's
Pretty happy.
dashing over it.
I'm surprised he doesn't have to change his pants, frankly.
How did you manage to find him?
I think you should pay for information.
By the way, I walk down with the tankard of ale.
Just lad does the creepy eye thing with the eyeballs, and he did the thing in the floating sky, and
There
I
is.
just spent $3,000 on equipment to progress, and I need a little cash for information.
I am just struggling to understand why I should be paying you for information that you sought out based on information that I gave you freely to help save the world.
And this one wondering
It was
why you charged me
information
5
you
gold for a
wanted.
tankard of ale.
It's about keeping appearances. I run a tavern.
Oh, that's very fair. Anyway, I take out the map. It's right here.
What is?
The Blade's Stronghold.
You found
Sky Haven.
Skyhaven Temple.
Skyloft?
Yeah, it's right there.
And you just told her where it is, and I'm trying to get money.
Yeah, if you need money, here you go. And I start handing you gold. How much is you, sweetheart? How much do you need?
That's not the point.
There's an entire temple we can ransack when we get back there.
Who's ransacking anything? I'm a blade now. I gotta have some kind of good
We
It has
decorum.
You've looted it already.
Honestly, this one just doesn't matter.
So where exactly did you find Esbern?
In the temple.
In the temple.
Not
in the
at
temple.
The temple.
At the temple before getting in, because the only way to access it.
Access it.
Gain egress.
And I just sort of like put my palm in front of my face as I just like mental reboot, and there's still the line across my palm.
And what does that line mean?
That line is from the blood that I sacrificed to the blood pool to make it spin so that the face.
Yeah, we
Turtle.
each did it.
So he was stuck outside because of a blood seal, and you were able to get in then.
Because you know the whole Dragonborn thing.
Blood seal was opened by the Dragonborn blood.
Very interesting. I should. I'll talk to. I've got to pack up. I've got to go see him. This is an extraordinary breakthrough. Well done. This could be the next big step forward towards facing these dragons.
So this one suggests if you're heading that direction, just look to your right. Okay, and I point at the map. See this big thing here?
Yeah.
You'll see spooky fog. It's there.
Okay, and did you just climb the mountain to get there?
Yes.
No.
Yes, we traversed the mountain.
She's saying
was
yes, you're
tough.
saying no. I'm getting mixed messages here.
This one wanted to climb up, but the other people wanted to go around, and we ended up fighting our way in.
We killed some Forsworn, some Forsworn, the people too.
Yeah, but I get these
The Falmor and
people
The Fama elves
and the Forsworn mixed up.
are humans vaguely.
They both start with F.
Your brain makes connections in very obvious ways.
So what were the Forsworn doing there?
I don't know, being filthy interlopers is what
They
were
have a
doing.
little crossing right on the riverbank on the north side of that.
They're
And
probably
they're
there
in-
so that they can be close to Markhearth, which they've been like periodically sending people into and then stabbing random women in the middle of the street.
Bunch of goddamn Breton interlopers.
And also, it is a naturally fortified location with the river around it.
And they're also inside.
The cave. But we got
Oh, we
rid of
didn't
the
tell
ones,
you that.
we got
You
rid
have
of
to
the
go
ones
inside
in
the cave.
Okay.
Across from the Falmor little strongholdy
Forsworn.
thing. That's it. Forsworn thingy. You have to go into the mountain, and they have like beds
Secret
and shit in there.
tunnel
Or
through the mountain.
if you are very proficient at climbing, you could try going up the cliffside. But once again, naturally fortified.
Well, that is very good news. I am going to pack up now, and I'll meet you there at your earliest convenience so we can discuss our next steps.
Yeah,
Who
our
are
next
you
step is
sharing this information with?
I'm not sharing this information with anybody. I'm telling.
All right.
I'm
I'd have
telling.
to kill you if you were gonna.
You're very mistrustful.
We don't like her.
this one doesn't mind anymore.
She's a blade and I'm a blade now, and so we're gonna have to learn to get along.
Just looking.
Jesus Christ!
I just needed.
I'm
his
just
name.
looking.
I just needed his name. I'm not telling anyone anything. I'm telling Orgnar I'm going out. That's it.
Going out for cigarettes and never coming back.
Cigarettes, beer, and women.
In that order?
Yep.
Just because you're part of a group doesn't mean that you have to throw yourself in with them to full extent.
You see
Which-
my habits.
Yes, you did it with the white blue cloak people. You did it with
Stormcloaks.
us.
Like, Claude. I'm
you
just
did
saying.
it with house Carls. You did it
you
with
did
the
religion
Blades.
twice.
Twice.
I'm just saying I'm a committal person. I
No,
like
you are
to-
not. You are literally doing the opposite. You're like, ooh, something shiny. Ooh, something shiny. Ooh, something. At least this one has the decency to admit it.
Maybe you
This
should
is when
be
real
committed.
life influences character development.
You should know that wearing that armor puts you at risk if any Thalmor happen to see you.
That's
No,
what
he
I-
has a cloak for it.
Well, that's what I got this for. I assume it's crackling with, lightning and.
Maybe not so intensely.
She sort of leans back and crosses her arms. and looks at you sternly. You should also know that we don't take the oath you've taken to become a blade lightly. This isn't something that can be abandoned.
I know, I got my Huskarls, and I got my religion, and I got the... it's not that I've abandoned any of them, I'm just adding new...
You have.
Lifelong
You've abandoned
commitments.
the white coats. You've abandoned
Mummy
your
looks
first
upset.
god. Yeah.
You must understand that this oath comes above all others. This is an oath to the realm, to all of humanity, to the Emperor of Cyrodiil, of all Tamriel, and also to these other Dragonborn here.
Were you told that when you became a blade?
Oh, wait, I thought this was just to the Dragonborn. I didn't know...
You were told that it was just to the dragon.
Well, and also, the Emperor of Cyrodiil is not really he's not the Dragonborn Emperor, he's a Colovian, for crying out loud.
A Colovian?
The Colovians are the two ethnic groups of Imperials. There's Needs and then Colovians.
Whatever you may think of it, that is the role of a blade, and that is what you have sworn your oath to.
Let's hope that
Esbern
won't
was
come into
not
conflict with anything.
fully enlightening on that part.
This one thinks he looks cute in uniform.
And I just like the sword is just... Whoom, whoom.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to catch up with
Yeah. Whoom.
We'll see you around.
Imagine it's like a lightsaber.
Yes.
Jesus fuck.
It always gets me when he does that to Lydia.
I could warn you, but it's more fun this way.
Thankfully, she doesn't die or get damaged from that.
And it's not our Lydia. It's just the robot Lydia.
So-
okay, so
What time of day is it at this
Aren't
point?
we all
I finally
Russian
here?
robots?
We'll call it roughly noon.
Okay.
let's go.
What's softly noon?
Up the mountain.
Yep. Do you think we could make it to the top of the mountain?
Anybody else learned that?
Alright, let's go then.
Let's go.
I imagine
Alright, this one's
roughly-
already used the horse for the first half of the day, so
Roughly
ladies,
noon is noon with the ball gag.
ladies, would you like the horse this time?
I'm good without it. Shall we just...
You okay there, Sandra?
No. John mentioned a ball gag and now she's giggling.
No, when he said it's roughly noon, I'm like, oh, roughly noon. That's not softly noon. I said that's noon with a ball gag.
Okay, so we are going to go to Iverstead by of
Who's that? He's got arrows. Can I take him?
You don't know, you can talk to him.
Did I see? He said something about talking to Sven.
It's fine. Let's just go.
Okay, I'll go.
Sven!
We're running over hill and dale and picking flowers and shooting bunnies and
Through the woods.
and killing elk and.
This is how I assume, like,
All of
speed
that.
walking on cocaine is just...
Did anybody need to touch something?
No, not that one.
Touch my body.
No.
Oh, hello, bonjour.
That's the one.
Is this the pathway?
This is the pathway to hell.
Yes.
Can we just fast travel?
That was...
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. I just wanted to see if anything would show up that was interesting, but...
Well, something growled back there.
There was a werewolf and there was also a
I think that
briarheart.
was a troll.
Yeah.
Same
Could we have
animation,
killed
though.
it?
And we just appear, stare at Lydia's thick booty. Behold.
It's not very nice to say that she's got a thick booty.
Doesn't all the ladies want the thick booty?
We will have stopped off at the gentleman at the bottom and asked if he wanted anything to be sent up, and we would have brought it up if they requested.
No, they're good for the next month or so, thank you.
Knock, knock.
I'll just open it. Hello? Shout daddies!
Gross.
Shout daddies.
That's inappropriate.
There is no response to your call, but you can hear...
Are they all dead?
No.
No.
You can smell what appears to be a nicely prepared dinner.
I thought you were going to say what 5 old dudes smell like in a stone hall.
What the
How
rock is cooking?
how was Parthenax getting up the hill?
Poorly.
He, was scratching at you and, Pet cache. We're in place.
Oh, now he wants to go in the freaking pet cache.
Uh-huh. So I haven't cast any magic today. I have not cast Pet Cache.
Mage armor up.
Put them in the
Why?
freaking backpack.
She shouldn't need her mage armor.
That's for the day.
You always need your mage armor.
8 hours. So I will look at Parthenax, and I will, begrudgingly, more to keep us going on time than anything else, cast Pet Cache. Here you go.
And he just like hops in. You see his tongue flick out once, and then he settles in.
Okay.
Oh, good. He's fed in there, and we don't have to try and kill half of the population of elk today.
So you come up and you find the Greybeards all sitting more or less silently around this table enjoying their dinner.
Sorry to interrupt the meal. We come with
Questions.
questions and news.
That's the. I suppose I've actually got to find one of them so we can start the dialogue.
That makes sense.
Oh, back maybe?
Questions? What sort of questions?
Well, we recently come across some interesting epiphanies.
I like that word.
We come seeking
Just kick over all his food.
new shouts to help deal with specific threats.
What sort of specific threats?
Do we actually know the main dragons that we're fighting?
We
Alduin?
were told Alduin.
Yeah.
We've been to see a relief in a X-Blade stronghold that depicts a Dragonborn shout that brought the dragon to its knees
Out of the sky.
out of the sky.
Where did you learn of that exactly?
As I mentioned, an X-Blade stronghold.
This is called Skyhaven Temple. It is to the south of here, near Markarth.
And who exactly have you been talking to?
A man by the name of Esbern. He was one of the last surviving blades. He gave me this armor. Look at it.
And Delphine, too.
And we saw it depicted on a wall.
Yeah.
And this sweet soul.
He sort of furrows his mouth in frustration. The Blades! Of course! They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hand of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Of course not.
No.
We've just come across dragons before who have, and I peek out my little second belly button, literally run me through with their horn and almost killed me 3 times within the span of 1 minute. So like, us finding a way to help protect the land and the people, they told us that there was a powerful thing. Literally, I don't like them. I'm only going along with them because they've provided information.
And sweet armor.
Like locations to where dragons were buried in the past that are coming back to life.
And also, let's face it, we want to defeat Alduin, don't you?
And, like, maybe you know where some of the shouts are, like, some of the descriptions of words around Skyrim, because we've stumbled on a few, but
We haven't found anything new in a long time.
yeah.
Much of these ward walls have been lost to time, and we do not require them for our studies. I am afraid I cannot be of much assistance in locating them specifically.
Would there be anything in your books? Like, you've got lots of books here.
I looked through one of the first times to try and find books regarding the dragon speech, my affliction,
Oh, okay.
and so forth.
Now, as for this Alduin and the Blades business, what I want is irrelevant. The shout was used once before, was it not? and yet here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it.
So what do you intend to do? Just stand by while the people of Skyrim are slaughtered?
Isn't life built to be resistant?
Everything has its place, and life is in a constant state of death and rebirth. If this world is meant to end, let it be. Let it end and be reborn.
So what are we supposed to do as Dragon?
What do you think
Or-
we're supposed to do as Dragonborn?
If not to kill the dragons, absorb their souls, and
Help protect the people, the land.
That is a question that can only come from within you. My advice would be to seek the wisdom of the Thu'um, meditate on your learnings, and find the best solution forward. But
So, from what it sounds like, you want us to try to figure this out on our own, and you are not going to help.
I am helping as much as I can, but I think these teachings of the Blades are a corruption, and I don't think it's going to do you any good. Or for that matter, the rest of the realm.
now you're a corruption.
I mean, there's literally 2 blades left. I can just make a new blade, so I'll have to like run them.
I'm gonna make my own blades, hookers and blackjack.
Literally. Oh, I have an idea as what I want my end game to be. I have plans.
All right then. We were just coming to see if you knew anything. As we mentioned, our plan for this cycle of death.
Sorry, I let that go a little bit too long. Continue.
Our plan for this cycle of death and rebirth, which is what is going on right now, is to do what happened the last time, complete the cycle, and they will come back again in the future. It doesn't need to be a complete wiping out of the world.
Well, I have done what I can. My thoughts on the matter are known, and I wish you the best of luck in finding the wisdom to move forward. And he gets up to leave, and then the entire place begins to shake as you hear these words echoing through the sky off of the walls and inside your skull. Angea, Rosla Stovakin Strunduron Fentinvak Parthurnax.
Parthenax sticks his head out of my cloak.
What the hell?
What?
And he just like... Dragonborn, wait. Forgive me. I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
So, whose is it? Are you going to help us with the shout then, or not?
No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it.
Do you know who does know it? Is there anybody that does know it?
Or a place that holds the secret.
What I can tell you is it's called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. That is why I cannot teach it to you, for I do not know it myself.
What is so bad about this Dragonrend that you would refuse to learn it?
It was created by those who lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
That
So-
makes sense.
Sounds like they had a pretty good reason to be full of anger and hatred for the dragons.
Yes, but it didn't solve the problem. It was only a temporary fix.
And this one would rather a temporary fix than no fix at all.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
Back up the bus!
Stop.
The dragon cults were like 4,000 years ago. I don't know that I'd call 4,000 years a temporary solution.
Well,
It may be
technically
temporary.
It's temporary if it's happening again.
It's happening again, and for all you know, Alduin has prepared a defense for that which defeated him last time. Your temporary solution may be even more temporary this time, or even ineffective.
How many?
And at the great cost of bringing that hatred into your soul and corrupting yourself with it.
How many Dragonborn were there last time?
There's only one at the time, usually.
For all the history that we have recorded, there has been one Dragonborn at a time.
The favored son of Akatosh.
There's 3 of us. Maybe that'll be.
So,
No idea.
if you can't teach us the shout, who can?
He got a little impatient waiting for us. Only Parthernax, the master of our order, can answer that question if he so chooses.
I don't think he's talking to you, friend.
No, Parthenax. They are not talking to you.
What is that thing?
I open my cloak and like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, he just nose out.
He might be nervous to come out in here.
He was this big about a week ago. He's now, that's his head. Not even.
He's got shot freaking teeth.
And he's got nubbins.
Those are his shoulder blades, but he's getting wing bits. He dubbed himself Parthenax.
Have you brought a dragon?
It was told to be a lizard.
As far as I know, it's just a lizard who's going through some weird growth phases because it's connected to my magic. It's my familiar.
Who's your big dragon boy? I'm like giving him scriptures. Who's your big boy?
Like he's eating 2 and 3 elk a day kind of thing.
I do not know what to make of this. You must speak to our master Parthernax, but you must keep him sealed away until then.
The knave bastard.
So where can we find your master Parthenax?
You weren't ready. That's why I didn't mention him before. You still aren't ready. But thanks to the blades, now you have questions only Parthenax can answer.
So
Why haven't we met him yet?
because we're not good enough yet.
Our master Parthenax lives in seclusion on the very peak of this mountain. He speaks to us only rarely and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Well, he just yelled in our heads.
No, he yelled and like shook the entire building.
Oh, okay.
His voice will have been heard in the farthest reaches of Skyrim. It echoes across nearly all of Tamriel.
So how do we get to the top then?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. Come, we will teach you a shout to open the way to Parthenax.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We wanted another.
Teach you a shout, that is.
Yeah, you won't be allowed to go up.
Oh,
This one wants to take him.
you don't
I'm
think
yours,
you
so-
can come with me? With
I
him?
go where you go.
Well, you and Lydia may not be allowed to go, and us against 20 other people who know how to shout?
There's only 5 of them.
I have no idea how many people there are here.
Also, remember,
Still,
we're all outsiders
5
technically.
million people.
I can take him.
What's behind door number 1?
Vanishing monks.
Okay.
Weren't we out here learning before?
Yes, this is where we learned wold.
So?
He's just being a little slow.
He's old.
Old bones don't fare well in the cold.
I pick up a nice rock and I make it as warm as is comfortable to touch, and I just hand it to him.
That is very kind, Dragonborn. Thank you.
You could have prestidigitated his clothes.
Cloth doesn't hold it the same way that stones do. Here, and I'll cast prestidigitation to make your clothes warm, and you'll find that one stiff breeze and you're cold again, versus I pick up a stone and I prestidigitate it, hold it, and it lasts.
The path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Can our friends come with us? Our non-Dragonborn friends.
He turns to face you very solemnly. You must swear to non-violence when you speak to our master.
Non-violence against him or against others?
Of any kind, when you pass through this gate, your blade shall not leave its sheath.
I'm just like pull my sword and scabbard out of the thing. I'm just like, here then.
He takes it respectfully and sets it.
This one will
on
lay
the
the mage hand on
bench
top of
here.
it, and then as he pulls away, the mage hand just goes with the pile.
You're like taking it all back.
No, I put my mage hand on top of the pile like it's a weapon, so it can be walked away.
So we have to give all of our...
No, he's just doing it as being nice, and this one's just being a dick.
Okay. Just checking.
Lydia will lay down her sword and her spare dagger as well, and sort of do a very slow bow in deep reverence to the Greybeards.
I promise I will not lift a hand against him.
Arngir casts 3 words of a shout onto the ground, as you have seen him do before.
Lydia, you're in the way.
But he's always in the way.
What was that last one? Look for...
Sky clear skies.
Sure, I missed it too. I was too busy talking to you guys.
It was Lock Kur.
Lokva Kur.
So, how do you spell it?
L-O-K
Yeah.
V-A-H-K-O-O-R. And as a feeling you're becoming very familiar with now, as you stare into these words, their meaning becomes known to you in a way deep inside your body, as your heart beats with the force of 1,000 drums, and the shouts of all the Dragonborn who have lived before you echo in your head, and you understand the 3 words of clear skies, Lok Va Kur.
Do we have to spend Dragon Souls to unlock it, or is it just already unlocked for us?
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. The shimmering lights flow forth from his body and into the chest of each of the 3 of you.
So does that mean we have another dragon soul?
No, well, yes, 3 more dragon souls.
They have to be used, I presume, to do
Yeah, they are used already on this, but that is a +3 on your saves to use shouts as well.
Yes.
We're up to 11...
8, 9, 10.
We're up to 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
had
killed
one.
4 dragons.
I
Osmond
missed
died.
one.
And the Greybeards have given us 6.
I missed one. The one that I wasn't here for.
The path to Parthenax is perilous and not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving. Stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Yes, okay.
Alright, let's try this real quick. I will run up very cool. Alright, this one really wants to try it.
Stop.
Together?
We have to
Habitat.
join hands.
Yes, the 3 of us will join hands.
Do you want the real one or the mage one?
I will hand on your shoulder.
You'll feel that it feels slightly warmer than usual.
Oh, that's good.
Lydia and I will just kind of like stand
A little
behind you
nubbin kind
guys,
of like hold your hand.
Ready?
Reach down to the nubbin.
Steady. Give it up.
Hands on your backs, helping to hold you up. This will be a fortitude save. And yeah,
Well,
Natural 20!
I called dibs on Aruga and she smells
did I hear
spices.
12?
yeah. I'm shitty at fortitude. That's why I
Hold on.
never shout.
Plus-
Never once.
Plus the 11.
D2. Oh,
Do we add it or does
really?
the DC go
We
down?
add it. We add the 11, and the DC goes down by 2 because we're holding each other's hands.
That is incorrect. It goes down by 10, 5 for each ally, but
Right.
you don't worry about that. I reduced
Oh,
the
well
DC.
then plus the 11 because all the dragon souls, that will be a 23.
43.
Fortitude?
Yes.
5 plus 13 is 18, which is 29.
Okay. So the two of you are just fine. Just Slad is sort of thrown back. One of you sort of catches him and stops him from falling all the way down the stairs. It's just sort of like a...
But I'm holding his hand and I got a natural 20.
That does help as well, but the force is strong and he was not prepared.
Too bad it was his mage hand.
And this is
No, she had his mage shoulder.
I had his.
Nubbin, I actually had his hand.
And this is why this one never shouts.
That is fair. It has come in handy a few times.
Now,
Not once for me.
You got me out of a place with a shout before.
That was just...
Okay.
When this one can do it like a little itty bitty one with the cats, that's different.
just for fun's sake, we'll get all three of you to do the shout together.
Look, va, kur.
The path before you is immediately cleared. No more harsh blowing winds, no fog.
Alright, let's go meet this freaking Pathanax guy and see what he has to say for himself.
I wonder if he'll be able to tell us about our freaking Parthenax lizard.
Our Parthenax.
Maybe our Parthenax will be the, like, be a dragon, a big dragon, and then this Parthenax, and they'll be both good. And maybe Parthenax is key to shooting that
Go.
Goat.
How did the freaking goat get up here?
We
besides-
Should we try it again?
Yes. 1,
Just holding your
2,
hips. Like,
3. Look, va, kur.
Oh, that's much better.
I thought we weren't allowed to do it so quickly. Ooh, that's not better.
This one only has a 10 round cooldown, and it took you 10 rounds to walk there.
Yeah, a minute.
38 now.
Good.
Sorry, 39.
27. Thank you.
39.
Okay. You're all fine this time. You're better prepared now that you've got this shout under your belt once.
So Mum said that she would have shot the.
oh, hell in a handbasket.
What is it?
Oh, the ice wraith. I'm like, shit, I left my sword!
We're not allowed to take our sword out, which means I didn't kill the goat.
Just pushed it off the cliff.
I mean, technically. Oh wait, we're not allowed to hurt anything.
That is not exactly the meaning that they were going for, but I'm just clearing the path because it's unimportant to the moment.
So,
Wow, this is really far
do you think
out.
this Parthenax is going to be the same size as that Parthenax?
Probably not. This Parthenax that we're going to is probably.
It's a
gonna be much
human
bigger.
Parthenax.
Yeah.
No, fair.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it
Might
is a
be
dragon
just a
Parthenax.
Straight up dragon.
A smart-
What if this entire time the Parthenax we're seeing is actually the one in the thing? He's like, oh fuck, I'm finally home. Let me just get set some tea. And then Parthenax walks up and starts talking with a British accent with a top hat and monocle. I don't know why, that's what I think.
I was gonna say,
fun
why
things.
top hat and monocle?
Oh, you're gonna be able to see a lot of stuff up here.
That's what this one's looking forward to.
Dude,
God damn, you think they could build some freaking stairs up here?
Why would you need stairs? It's a gentle slope.
I'm tired, okay? I'm the only one wearing armor here.
You'll feel a gentle caress on your butt cheek.
Please don't!
Consent.
Does this one have
Okay.
consent to gently caress your butt cheek?
Not my butt cheek.
Hey,
Caress
are we
me.
ready?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Look, va, kur.
26.
39.
30.
Yeah. You're all old hat at it at this point. You're rocking and a rolling just fine.
Yeah, I'm waiting. How many feet up? And
Throat of the world.
We're at the top.
look, there's a dragon wall.
There's a dragon.
Holy hell in a handbasket.
That's why we're not allowed to take our swords out.
Trim your look.
Greetings, Vundunik. I am Parthronax.
I quickly look in the pet.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strunma, my mountain?
You're breathing a little close there, man. Holy shit.
Definitely a look of shock on the face, and then I just sort of like open my cloak, flash my face, and then get Parthenax to stick his head out.
Is this your kid?
Like this lad just breaks out in laughter as the tension's broken.
Because he took my freaking thing off.
Who are you
What's important?
to wear the mark of the dragon?
This just sort of spontaneously happened. Also, foos, we all can shout.
We're all
Except for him
Dragonborn.
and her.
Hello!
Hello, bonjour.
3 Dragonborn, come to my peak of the mountain. What brings you to me?
Well,
Well, first things first, we weren't expecting the scales, the wings,
we
the
thought
horns.
human.
I am as my father Akatosh made me. As are you, Dovahkiin.
Yeah, because
Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
We were told by the Blades about
just
a
cut to the
shout.
point. We need a shout to bring down dragons. Don't need to
Do
add
you
all the
think
extra
he's
detail.
gonna give us a shout to bring down dragons? He's a dragon.
That's what's asking. What's the harm with asking?
You know, like horses huff out their nostrils, he gives you a solid blast of that.
It's just cold.
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of 2 of the Dove.
4 of the Dove.
By long tradition, the elder speaks first. Hear my thum, feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Lydia, back off.
Okay, fine.
As soon as he starts saying this, I'm turning to our 2 members of the party who are not Dragonborn. I'm going to be like, get out of the spray range.
And you go sit on the rock and be irritated.
Yeah, Lydia goes with you, watching intently but from a safe distance.
That rock?
I have spoken. The Rotmulag awaits.
And he
Okay.
beckons towards the wall that he has left his mark on.
Okay, we
This
go.
one just kind of shimmies over, like not breaking eye contact, like, I think this one wants to kill us.
I am going to do my best to be like, once the shock has been like, I'm like sturdying my spine and like mask on and just trying my best not to sweat bullets up here because that would make me cold.
Offer the mini-me as tribute. If it goes wrong, drop the baby and run.
That's my magic.
Exactly, drop it and run.
I'll get you a new freaking sword you can learn from me.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Right.
He's tender. He ate milk this morning. It's like a turducken.
As you step towards the wall,
A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Oh, what else did we just learn?
Just
so
learn.
another dragon soul, and the meaning of Yol comes to be known within your body as a fire burns deep within you and knocks away the frost from your fingertips.
How you spell Yol?
Y-O-L.
Yol.
So now we can breathe fire?
You have the first word of the
Y-O-L?
fire breathe shout, which will have a fire breathing effect. Y-O-L.
That's a there I only know 2 shouts like by memory, which is Yal Tor Shul, which is the fire breath, and Strum Baka, which is called lightning.
Baka.
That is a lie. You know Fusroda.
Well, yeah, but everybody knows that one.
Okay. Yol.
So,
Now show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova.
Do you want us to shout at you?
Yo! And I just shoot the fire at him.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do your fortitude save there. That's just lad. He's jumped the gun. He's going without you.
Alright, so that will be... Because last time we had to do this, we just yelled at the Dovahkiin down, like the Greybeards downstairs, so...
Okay.
So 11 on the die, 10 fortitude, that's 20... 21 plus the 12 Dragon Souls will make it a 33.
Success.
Grab your hand and we'll say,
But
yo!
I want to make sure, I don't like say it like gesture, I kind of yell it like, yo! Like actually with the gesture, like, yo!
26.
Like jazz hands.
That is 30-42.
Yeah, everybody's good. Yours rings out first, and then the other two.
Yo, yo, yo!
Ah, yes. Sasida Vlasmul, the dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I have had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jur mortal. Even for one of the Dova souls, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Quick question, can you teach us a shout that brings dragons down to the floor so we can fight them easier? Because we've been having a hard time with that!
I only have a sword and...
You don't even have that right now.
I only have a...
Ah, I have expected you. Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinbak with an old Dova. No. You seek your weapon against Alduin.
If this one is going to be 100% honest, if this one knew there was a dragon that would be willing to talk to me at the top of this mountain, this one would have been here yesterday.
Yes.
Question.
Also.
And
Question. He actually like raises his hand from the thing. You know, my father told me a lot of stories as a boy, but doesn't the legend go that you betrayed Alduin in the Dragon War, or am I mistaken?
You are not mistaken. I saw the cruelty of the Dova and the kindness of the Jor. I chose kindness over cruelty.
See, if we could have a conversation and change all the dragons, I'd be fine with this. Also, like, if you have any information as to why I will actually spend one of my focus points to bring my claws, make myself do the whole, like, dragon thing. I'm not doing the breath, but, like, scales everywhere, the mark on my face. If you have any clue, because I have been meditating on this for a long time and I'm getting nothing.
It's not just a skin condition.
And it comes and goes in the span of 6 seconds.
As you
Nice reference.
produce your scales and the light across your face with the sound of thunder, he becomes very interested. He steps forward and leans in close, looking closely at you with his eye, sniffing over you.
Tell me, Dovahkiin, before I granted you knowledge of yore, did you possess the breath of a dragon?
Before... No, I never used to have magic. Back where I was from, I didn't have magic. When I came of age, magic started, and the mark on my face came with the magic. Since growing with my friends, now I can breathe that of a dragon.
Give me a taste.
Give me 10 minutes so that I can regain my focus point, and I can.
In the meantime, why don't we ask about Parthenax?
Yep. Yeah. Like, I can do it. It's just the flash of the magic that I've already shown you with my claws and the thing and the scales. has depleted me enough so that I cannot do the breath right now. But if you give us like 10 minutes rest.
We will resume studies of your affliction in 10 minutes. For now, what is your question?
What's up with Parthenax? Not you, Parthenax, the other Parthenax.
Let's talk about let's do group things, and then once I'm done and I breathe on him, and then we do the thing, and yeah.
So, are you gonna teach us a shout or not? This one understands you go straight to the point.
Crosses, sorrowfully, no. It cannot be known to me.
That would make sense.
Yeah, a dragon can very well know a dragon rending shout.
No, because the whole thing was talking about how it like fills with the anger of dragons, and no one really wants to hate themselves. That's depression.
Well, there's that, and if he was to know it and speak it, he would probably injure himself as well.
Imagine every time you yelled, it shot out human poison.
Because I thought it was the anger of the humans
Yeah,
Against
and
the
the
dragon.
humans,
against the dragon.
the humans would not have
Shared
taught
it.
it to a dragon.
Well, then straight to the point. Then what do we do then?
Any thoughts?
Do you know where there's any word walls? Like the one that you just created here for us? Do you know where there's any others?
With some reflection, I may recall the locations of the ones I have inscribed with my own claws.
Okay, we'll give him some time. But before that, back to the shout at hand. Where will we learn the other one then?
It is difficult. Our Hadrima, our minds cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Then how can we learn it then? Like how? How?
Drem, all in good time.
For something to get
First,
straight to the point, he really.
A question for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why do you want to learn this, Thu?
To protect the people of this realm from the dragons.
Specifically Alduin.
From the
Don't say from dragons because that includes him.
Well, no, you didn't let me finish my speaking.
Well,
From the just I don't speak 10 miles a minute. Give it a second. To protect this realm from dragons who would do it harm, from dragons who would kill the people, the innocents of the land.
From bad dragons, if you will.
From the ones that follow Alduin.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, though not all. Some would say that all things must end, so the next may come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lain Vokin. Would you stop this next world from being born?
I think that's what the Greybeards were trying to get at. What do you see as our purpose?
Every Dova must find their purpose within themselves.
So that's again to us. Do we want I would not stop something from being born. But I would try and fight as hard as possible for what is already alive to be and remain alive.
Also, if this one could jump in real quick. Think of it this way. Why are we concerning ourselves with something that could be? We don't know even what this thing could be. It could be fire! Give born to ruination. Give born to nothingness. This one likes his own life. This one's going to fight for it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the-
are we supposed to just lay down and die? Because that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, no, this one's not going to. This one's going to go down fighting. If the new world wants to come, it'll have to take it from my cold, dead hand. That was my nubbin.
Cold dead toe beans.
This one hasn't happened. I like lift up. There's little toe beans.
Toe beans.
He nods his massive head in understanding, in hearing what you have said.
Paz, a fair answer. For Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride with the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulcetid los tarodis. Those who seek to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough, Croesus. Now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven? What you name the throat of the world?
For its lovely view?
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokrivat Strunma, the great mountain of the world. Here the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Vignus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated. If he was, you would not be here today, seeking to defeat him.
If the battle was here, then that means he's here.
He was here in the past.
The Nords of those days used the Dragonborn shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Okmulag Unslad.
So we'll probably need to get stronger.
It was the Kel, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
That's really not good. So basically they
Wait a
just
second.
made him our problem.
So they just sent him forward in time.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Maeve. I know better. Tid bo amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day he would surface.
Can we
So he's not
describe?
really dead.
Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
I'm gonna describe when he pauses the dragon that we saw, the dark dragon that brought forth the dragon from the burrow and flew off, and ask him if that is Alduin.
Yes, it is known. Alduin, the destroyer of worlds, as black as night, and as big as the mountain.
Sounds about right. So, how does this help us then, all this information? It's not like-
Teed Krent, time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin.
Just here on the mountain? Or
If you brought that Kel, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tidaran, the Time Wound. With the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
The Nord heroes of old.
Yes.
Alright, so
and then skip back here?
would Gislad know anything about the Elder Scrolls based off of like all his random traveling he's done throughout the years?
Adrienne is a hick. She knows nothing.
You can roll Arcana.
Okay.
I really wouldn't know either.
It's a decent roll.
Yeah, that'll be a 23 then.
With the 23, you don't know really anything about the specifics of them, but you've heard of them referenced as sort of almost unbelievable mythological artifacts that are, to put it in nerd terms, like the Infinity Stones. Just like basic elements of the universe that hold together all creation.
Because the gods created them, didn't they? Actually, would I know that from like a religious perspective?
With a religion roll, you might.
I am a priest, so I'd like to.
Sleeping during the Elder Scrolls 101 class.
I'm a priest, for crying out loud. For God's sakes, I'm a priest.
Alright.
God's sakes.
Are you gonna roll something anytime soon?
20.
Same as him. You know that they're sort of the building blocks of reality, but you're unsure of anything beyond that.
Essentially the equivalent of hand wave magic. Why is this so magic?
Well, I guess we got to go find the Elder Scroll. I can't imagine they have them just lying around.
You wouldn't happen to know where one of them is, would you?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
We just didn't know what we were looking for.
Maybe the dragon, maybe the Greybeards will have
maybe
an
the
idea.
blades.
Or the. I don't want to go back and talk with those assholes.
Well, let's go ask our friends here at the top of the mountain.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
Then we shall return.
At this point, 10 minutes has passed.
Okay. Parthenax, not. I like close my cloak and hold it against my leg so that the pet cache doesn't open. And I go, I am ready if you are.
Let me taste of the breath granted to you by your blood.
Okay, and with that, I will cast Dragon's Breath. And like making sure that it's not facing anybody. And I think this is the second time, might even be the first. I don't know if, I think it's the second time that I've used this. And it's a 30-foot cone of cold, and it would deal 76 damage. Am I rolling?
Yes. You don't need to roll the damage, sorry. You just blast him with a cone of cold. And it washes over him. He blinks just as it washes over. And he sort of comes forward and rests his chin on the ground for a moment.
As soon as I blow it, I will be looking over him to see if it has done any damage at all. And if it has, I will be offering my services to heal.
He seems unaffected.
Okay.
But to those of you who may have watched her usual marking, it manifests almost as a strike of moonlight with the speed of thunder crashing across her face. This time, not only was it the dot and the 2 slashes, but hidden in her hair and glowing from beneath her clothes, more markings. And Parthenax, the big one.
The big one.
He's resting his chin on the ground with his eyes closed before he opens his eyes and comes up to look at you.
You say you do not know where this affliction has come from. I do. The marking on your face That is a letter in our language.
I've seen it on the singing walls before.
Yes. There are more markings across you.
What?
And just like we'll take out a sketchbook and do a quick sketch of what he saw, like that. And I'll press it against you to make it look like.
So you're only going to have seen a part of it because it was her face and then like some hidden behind her hair, some down her neck and across her shoulder that would have been covered up. And he sort of stands back, balancing on his two back legs, sort of rests on one elbow and starts scratching symbols into the snow until he's spelled out a word, a name in the dragon language.
You have been marked by Alduin. He is the source of this affliction.
Oh.
Marked in a good way or a bad way?
I can't imagine there's any kind of good way to be marked by Alduin.
I know not what he meant by this. Perhaps he intended to gift you with the powers of the dragon, so as to turn you to his side as a new generation of the dragon cult. Perhaps he gave you this as a curse to sow discord, to make your kind, the Jorah, fear one another. Any one of you could
Fear
be
the
dragons. Any one of you could be spies for him.
Do you think he can see through her eye?
Alduin's power is beyond that of any of us. His capabilities are unknown even to me. I only know that which he has used against me in the past.
Should I throw myself off this cliff?
No. No.
See
This lad just goes right up to you and goes, no. Look at this one. Look at the... Look at this one. Just because you're a bad dragon doesn't mean you're a bad dragon.
She's just marked. She's not a bad dragon. He's marked her.
If I can be used against you all.
You won't. Have you done it yet, Ed? Have you heard
Well-
any of us? Have you knowing? Have you purpose? This one trusts you.
Have you willingly and knowingly, negligently?
I'm pretty sure that I've cast Fireball on your facility.
You have multiple times, and like you haven't purposely hurt us. Wait, you've actually cast ice at us to get us going.
Yes,
Okay.
but
No.
we've always done. She's always done it with the yes, go ahead from us.
No.
Grosis, Dovahkiin. You cannot control that which has been bestowed upon you. But the power of Jorah, with the voice of the dragons, is a power not to be tossed aside lightly.
Okay.
To defeat Alduin, your kind will need every ounce of power available to them. And you are a great deal of that power.
Good to know.
Also, just because you have a mark does not mean you cannot make it your own. This one can
Also,
help
as
us
the
out.
house call, I'm specifically entrusted to protect you, and if you go and throw yourself off freaking mountains, what? I don't have a job anymore.
There's still two more.
Are we chopped liver?
Oh, you have Lydia. I called dibs. She smells the nicest.
Excuse me.
Nine in the night.
This one literally has an entire regiment he does every night. This one's offended.
Dragonborn, you must tread lightly in your future dealings. You do not know what influence Alduin may have, but you are too valuable to throw aside.
Also, this one likes you. Like, as a person, not for what the magic he's...
So, we're going to have to make sure if I do anything that any of you seem as out of character
Yes, like throwing yourself off a mountain?
to me, we need to have talk.
Alright.
Also, Parthenax, and I will open up my cloak and like,
Maybe he's the problem. You said that he's the source of your magic.
he came to me later on though. He helps me channel magic now. Parthenax, meet Parthenax.
Self-proclaimed Parthenax.
He dubbed as through my power, he has the power to speak any language that I can, and he dubbed himself Parthenax.
He leans down very closely to get a good look at him.
He's a frustrating little shit. Just throwing that one out there.
You were told he was just a lizard.
Yeah,
But
he
it
used to be
appears
this
maybe
big
not.
a week ago.
Bearer of my name.
Big Bone Daddy's gonna, set him straight.
Where did you learn of this name? Who gave it to you?
And Parthenax just... I'm Parthenax.
Little lizard shrug, like, I don't know, I'm Parthenax.
And he turns to face you.
This may be another manifestation of the potential discord Alduin would seek to sow among your people.
Great.
He does discord a lot of distrust.
I mean, we lost a finger already and lost like 100 gold worth of food in one.
And he's very ravenous.
He is.
I threatened to make him into boots.
He goes through like 3 elk a day. And then like other stuff on top of that.
You must find balance between that which supplies your power and your ability to use that power effectively.
So this one's feeling like you need a moment, and as you're having this deep, heartfelt conversation, there's slowly a house being unfolded, like right next to the dragon.
Fine, if we're gonna sleep here, I'm gonna get my freaking sword.
I won't be able to
I-
survive without us.
Must meditate on our dealings today.
That is a very good plan. It hasn't been working for me so far, but hopefully it'll work better for you.
Take your time and rest here. I will answer any further questions in the morning.
Thank you.
And he takes off and soars up, away, and around the peak of the mountain. That way.
Yeah.
So, I think that is a great spot for us to take our break. We'll be back in 15 minutes. We'll see you back here at 8:09. Hello, everyone, and
I'm
welcome back to
expecting you.
Daedra and Deathclaws. If you're just joining us, our party has finally found out who exactly lives at the top of the throat of the mountain. They've learned that they need to seek out an Elder Scroll
Yeah,
in
we're
order
just
to
fucking lying around.
proceed to get the Dragon Rend shout to defeat Alduin. And they have learned the source of Aruian's power,
Whoa.
which appears to be some kind of a curse or blessing from Alduin. You awaken the next morning.
Before we go to bed, like, there's a lot of stuff they want to do.
Okay.
So when you walk into the house, in the center pot, it is it sounds like it's boiling, but then when you take a look, it sounds more like a popping noise. And I open the lid, it's a fresh thing of popcorn.
Nice.
And I just sit down and just go, so, bad dragon, huh?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, who's your daddy, anyways? You don't know
Did you
him?
just appear on the earth?
No, I have a mother and a father and siblings who I all look very much alike, aside from the fact that I can change my appearance.
Is this who you really are,
That
anyways?
too. Because that is part of your.
What if you really are a sexy old lady and you're disguising as an elf?
You got me, and I transform into the you that is a female.
I'm weirdly turned on. I don't know how to.
Again,
This one's not weirdly
I don't know how to
it's
deal
on.
with this emotionally,
he's always weird.
heinously.
Okay,
I'm
all
not
joke-
an object for you to like fantasize about, so like keep it in your fucking pants.
As a side note, my friend, honestly, all jokes aside, this one's only teasing you because this one actually loves and cares about you. But legit, serious, have sit, have snack. Also, because of all the shit that went down, I was planning this beforehand. And this one was going to surprise you differently, but turn around and look behind you in the corner. And as you look in the corner, there is a small little alchemist table with all the little knickknacks needed to do brewing. This one will have it set up every time we open the house.
Wonderful.
Would you like to work this evening and just
Yes.
pretend? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna just like you say that, and I just go yes, and I walk over and I just start like pulling like backpack beside me, Parthenax. You sit and stay. Flash to make him stay, and we'll start working on the thing.
And as you're working on it, I'm like, no, the vial on the left. No, your other left. Yep, that one. And if you open the drawer, there's like little sticky notes with what you can write down. And I'm casting guidance while telling you what's in your little tiny workshop.
Aw. Thanks.
Are you?
By the
doing
way-
okay though.
One last little touch. As you open the drawer, when I said the sticky notes are for you to do the labeling, there is a not like the equivalent of a feather quill, but instead of feather, it's like a lavender plant with a little needle on the end.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Like a needle injection needle?
No, like needle, like you know when you're doing like quill and ink, but instead of being a giant feather, it's like looks like a lavender plant. So you can sniff it while you write.
The word you're looking for is not needle, it is stylus.
Thank you.
How are all of your medicine checks?
My medicine checks. This one.
Or medicine or
I'm not
nature?
licensed.
This one isn't licensed, but this one can put you together.
So you just see what looks to be like a mushroom that might not be the best option, and she just eats it. And I would like to know the first component of Death Bell, please. And
Absolutely.
I believe that's health damage.
probably.
So that or magic damage.
Damage health.
There we go.
So you'll take 1 point of damage.
The equivalent of.
Also, death bell is not a mushroom; it's a flower.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's the blue flower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I take,
Like dead purple leaf.
I eat that, and then I go, oh, this is actually exactly,
This would make a great poison.
this is exactly what I was looking for, actually, and I will start trying to make
Damage health.
a damage health / stamina poison.
Yeah, ninroot and all that fun stuff.
Wait.
So how long do you give me for timing of things, and I will prepare after what potions I make.
We'll say you've got 2 hours in the evening, and a double effect potion takes an hour.
Okay. So double effect. I will put that here so that I can remember.
Well, they're all in the house.
So
I'm
they-
gonna go hunting again.
You seem perplexed every time I call you that. Do you not like it?
No one usually calls me Siggy.
Except us.
Do you not like
Except
it when
my parents and my sister and my uncle. Just takes some getting used to.
Well, if you do not want me to call you that, I will not. Just like I asked you not to call me Kitty Bad.
Except he still
Though if
does.
this one's going to be completely honest with you, it's not because it's slub but racist to say that this one X used to call this one Kitty. So when you call me Kitty Man, I'm a little
Were you
cross signals if you get my meaning.
Do you, was it a human person? Or was it a cat person? Or is it an elf?
Wrong.
An Argonian?
Tall, dark, brooding.
Anyway. Anyway.
Soft and firm.
Lazalia had chosen to go hunting, and there's a roughly 1 in 8 chance that whatever you shoot doesn't just roll down the mountain. And you get one, and like you've shot it, and it's like it's a goat, and it just sort of like stiffens up and like and you like run over to try and get it, and it just tips over, and
But you get the soul.
you do.
I'm gonna get underneath a goat on the downward slide of a goat
And then shoot up.
and shoot up to
Why
it.
don't you just go up and stab the goat?
Because I want to use the bow.
Oh.
All right, and with that you shoot it, and you shoot it with enough force that it leans over the other way and doesn't fall down.
All right.
So you've got 2 petty souls. If you want to fill 2 petty soul gems, if you've got any empty,
I do.
and 1 goat of meat and hide.
So I have a question with these soul gems. If I have a larger soul gem, can I put many petty into it? No. Okay.
If it's 1 soul, period.
I also have a few soul gems that I said that I was going to be keeping track of. So there's 1 petty that I have empty if you want it.
Well, I think I would have given the full ones to somebody that could use them.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss rearrangement of that at a later date.
So yeah, kind of awkwardly sit there and make dinner as you're like hyper focusing on your work. Rugen, what do you want to eat tonight? Your treat, your pick.
I'm good with whatever can feed all of us.
Make sausages, please.
Wasn't your decision this evening? Like,
She said whatever.
Goat sausages?
Sure.
okay. And I'll start making some sausage. Is the sausage okay, Rudian?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
See, usually the person who gets existential news gets to pick the dinner.
Do you want the hide from this one or no?
I've only been collecting the hide because I know that it is something that we can use to sell or make ponchos or whatever, and it's better used there than in the stomach of my...
And actually, can this one use this one? I got some projects I want to make with it.
Absolutely.
I have another thing of goat hide and 2 things of deer hide if you want them.
I just need 1 hide. It should be more than enough.
Okay.
So anyway, I will spend the evening to make some sausages. And after I finish cooking them, I will poke my head out of my house going, Parthenax, the big one.
Dremyorluk, greetings.
Do you want a sausage? They're fresh.
It is insignificant in the vast cavern of my stomach. But yes.
And I will take 2 helpings of sausages. And I will I can't leave the house or it falls apart. So like, and I just reach out with the mage hand and like slowly but surely comes to him.
He'll just like lean forward with his long neck and just gracefully, just, you know, slowly.
Nope.
No swallow, just
If I make more, do you want any? Or what do you think? Too much salt? I feel like I put too much salt.
This one is most familiar with eating goat. meat with the skin and hooves still on.
Gross.
These sausages are delectable.
All right, get to add that to the cookbook, and you'll notice in my book, every time I've been cooking, I've slowly been writing the recipe down for later. Approved by Dragon. And
I'm
then,
gonna give the rest, whatever Jasad doesn't use, I'll give the rest to Parthenax.
Do we have any liquor?
Little Parthenax.
no, I drank it all last time.
Damn it.
But this one can, and I'll pull out your water skin, and I'll press to Disgate. What's your favorite kind of booze?
Yeah, but it's not gonna be booze.
What's your favorite kind?
I don't know. Give me some Nord mead. Some.
Nord mead. Taste it.
It tastes the same, but
Yeah.
it won't make me drunk like it will.
Oh, this one can still fuck you up in the head.
I'm gonna go right on Gia's liquor cabinet.
So are you having issues? Why do you need alcohol?
Why does anyone need alcohol?
Also, Ziggy, I wouldn't go down the mountainside without us.
You could get blown off.
Rosalia,
Remember
can
we
you
had to
come?
do those shouts?
Can you come with me while I raid the liquor cabinet?
But it
She's
might
out hunting.
Damn it!
take 3 of us.
Just slide, no touching my bot. Oh wait, you can't leave the friggin' house.
No, unless you want to lose the house.
No, I'm in the middle of something.
Fine, I'll go myself.
No!
If I die, I die.
Oh, for
Yeah.
heaven's sakes.
Do you remember what I said about...
Cousin. Maybe I don't.
Would you like to roll your crafting for your potions?
I haven't figured out what I'm doing all yet.
Okay.
Guidance.
I have a guidance though, so I will use the guidance on the double potion.
Oh, I'm just like constantly yelling it at you for all your stuff.
Okay.
My second guidance is just sausage. I will actually make sure I bring you your helping, but I've taken your sausages and put them into shape of a heart.
Aww.
Like scrambled eggs on the side. And just-
That's so cute.
Do the Greybeards drink? I assume they have a liquor cabinet. I mean, what else are they gonna do up here in
Nothing.
Solitude?
That question
Meditate.
will go unanswered for as long as you cannot reach them.
Damn it.
Okay, so to start off, I'm going to do 1 double and then 2 singles.
Okay.
So first off, what does guidance give me? +1?
This one.
Well, the double is going to be 4.
Do you really need that hero point tonight, though?
Yeah, probably not. That was a 12.
And then she failed her shout and blew herself off the cliff.
Yeah, you don't need that.
12 plus 12 is 24.
All right, that'll be a level 2 on both effects for the double one.
Okay. Level 2. The next one is going to be for resist cold, which is going to be no. 9 plus 12 is 21.
Level 3 on that. And your third potion.
Level 3. I don't know what my third one is going to be, but it will be a single use. That's going to be 13, 14 plus 12 is 26.
Level 3.
13 and 12 is 25.
13, 14, 12.
Yeah. I didn't hear that one.
Level 3. Okay.
So, the night passes, it's the next morning, breakfast is had.
It's leftover sausage. Ziggy,
Yes.
you want to have that booze now?
There's,
No, I want to go raid the liquor cabinets.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that now.
Okay, fine, let's go do that. I want my sword too.
there is not leftover sausage.
Parthenax.
Little bastard.
I
Oh well, I just go outside and even on the mountaintop, using my scavenging ability, I come back with a meal.
All right, it's snow cones, everybody, snow cones.
Actually, yeah, I'll just go that and I'll take over some of the prestidigitation and make like flavored snow cones.
Delicious.
Not very filling, but
Now, you wanted to use your look around everything
Yes, actually, I will try to would do that before the end of the day, so I didn't have to use up the spell slot.
Okay.
Next
Are
morning.
you casting your eyes up to the top of the mountain?
I will. Like before we go to bed, like just looking out my window, just be like,
Yeah.
blink, eyes gone.
I
It would
will.
have been a bit darker there, but from the top here, looking southward,
Can't probably see anything.
Yeah, this one can't see shit. Oh, there's some mining stuff to do there.
Your eyes are way better than mine are.
Yeah, my eyes are absolute shit at this moment because I have to look in freaking ceilings all day with lights, so.
So, if you were willing, when you came back from hunting, to help me figure out what a component is,
Absolutely.
I would have given you a white cap.
Okay. I can assume it.
So, actually, Ziggy, can you do this one a favor real quick?
What's that?
Can you just hold the end of this tape measure? And I will flip out my nubbin.
when you eat the white cap, you begin to feel warmer than you were before.
I will hold the tape measure.
Oh,
I want to see if my nubbin's grown.
Has
it
this
makes
nubbin
me
grown?
feel
So the
warm.
next morning, I'm
this
curious.
cold?
Has my nubbin grown at all? I bring out the tape measure and everything.
Perception.
Resist cold?
Woo-hoo! So, last time I rolled a natural 20.
Or,
This time I
sorry.
rolled
No, you felt colder. My mistake.
Resist
30.
fire.
No, weakness cold.
Weakness cold.
30.
With a 30 and with the assistance of Sigmund and your measuring tape, you lay out your nub and you find that it has grown roughly 2 millimeters overnight.
Well, hey, look at that. You can have an arm again.
And that bodes well for you having a finger.
Now, how's the finger today?
Slightly longer.
It is this much longer.
Look at that.
So it seems to slow down once you get to the end. This one wonders what's going to happen first. Is it just going to kind of like uniformly go through print and all of a sudden hand? Or will I get the tiniest little fork of fingers first that come out?
I'm thinking of Deadpool and like the little.
It's like a KFC spork. Alright, well, let's head back down to the Greybeards.
Didn't we need to talk to him again?
Talk to him about what?
In the morning, do we have anything that we would like to speak with him about?
He was gonna think on
Yes.
things.
Parthenax, big one. Snow cone?
He soars down and lands right there on the wall.
If there is one thing I have had enough of in this life, it is snow.
But a snow cone is tasty.
It tastes like lemon.
That
It's a sour kind.
is okay.
Okay.
This one has had plenty of goat-flavored snow.
Oh.
Fair enough. I know it hasn't been very long. Any thoughts?
I have no additional words of wisdom for you. Just meditation on my understanding of the world.
In that case, is there anything that we can bring you the next time we come to see you?
Something other than goat.
I require very little, but you may bring me good news.
Okay.
Do you drink?
Yeah, I was gonna say some good mead or
mead?
something.
Like, is that something that
Can dragons get
interests
drunk
you?
if you drink enough?
The amount it would take to have even the slightest effect on me would bankrupt one hold of Skyrim.
Well, I'm just thinking a taste. Like,
one buttload, if you will, which is 176 gallons for viewers at home, is one butt.
I love how you know the exact measurement.
176 gallons.
You are welcome
able to
to roll
breathe.
it up the mountain. But know it will have little effect.
Imagining a dragon getting white girl wasted. Woo!
Let's go
Yeah, squeak.
I think he's hiding up here, and that may not be a good idea if we get him drunk, and then he'll go and try to get things. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, will you help us fight the other dragons if we need help?
The days of my physical strength are long past me. I am the voice of wisdom, the keeper of the knowledge of the ages, and little more.
And fire breath. Just a second.
Alright, let's go raid the Greybeards liquor cabinets, get my sword, and get the hell out of here.
Well, I agree with get your sword.
Patience.
Okay.
He doesn't do patience very well. Okay, shall we go?
Down the mountain. Down the mountain.
Is Parthenax in or out?
I will cast my pet cache. I'll cast my pet cache so he has a place to be going down the mountain, because otherwise he will take too long.
Cranky bastards.
That doesn't seem like it. He is much appreciative of having a warm place that is not this frozen mountaintop.
Tell him to eat up while he's in there.
Yes,
He doesn't like the food in the pet cache because he's a Chris.
yes. He is very much a cat.
So, does he get to just come out of your pet cache whenever he wants, or
Nope.
do you have to let him out?
It's supposed to be that I'm in control. I'm supposed to be able to control my familiar.
Well, that's not what I mean. Like, if he's in there, he shouldn't be able to just wander out.
No. But also my familiar is supposed to be this big.
Well, yeah.
You should get a new one. You should take that one in for the return. You can do that, can't you?
No.
As your strength grows, so does his.
Probably. Goat!
Are we killing?
We need to kill as much wildlife as possible.
We're like
That
the
one
opposite.
doesn't roll down the mountain.
We're like the opposite of Captain Planet.
You've got another petty soul, Sandra. And it didn't roll down the mountain.
He is in the pet cache right now, so we are going to take the time to skin it once we get down, remove the...
Can we stick the goat into the pet cache?
I am not rewarding him for being in the pet cache because then he'll stop eating while he's in the pet cache. We're going to keep it for when he is out of the pet cache.
Well, I was thinking maybe.
What was that? Kaboomy?
You look over, and it appears that the Greybeards are practicing their shouts in the corner.
Okay, great.
Where are they? Are they over in the courtyard?
They didn't show on the screen. I'm making that up.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe we should give the goat to the Greybeards.
They get free food from down below.
Oh, okay.
So, reaching the bonfire that was left burning for you overnight, you collect the swords laid down by you and Lydia. Both have a fresh layer of snow on them.
Good thing it's magic. Good thing it's a magic sword, won't rust.
And you continue on to High Hrothgar.
Hey, Anya! Bori! Where's your liquor cabinet?
the kaboom.
He can't. If he talks, it like just him whispering is like.
Yeah, so you find Master Bori and impertinently ask for the liquor cabinet. And he responds at the quietest whisper he can muster, which still rumbles the ground beneath your feet.
The liquor cabinet is for adults only.
I will leave with my white hot rage.
I really think he has a liquor problem. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about you.
That is very fair.
He's also like 18 and.
Angsty. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun.
Are we gonna talk? Are we supposed to talk to the head of the Greybeards before we left?
About
So we can
what?
bitch and moan about more things.
No, we were supposed to talk to him.
About the potential location of
Yeah.
Dragonrend, or
Yeah.
of the,
Oh, right.
Oh,
right,
scroll.
Oh,
right.
he was the Parthenax was supposed to tell us.
Yeah,
he
he said come down to talk to either.
No, he said he might be able to remember where he put them.
No, where he put the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to talk to the Greybeards about the Elder Scrolls.
Yes, but we were supposed to ask him.
We asked, and he said he had no more wisdom for us today. So maybe give the old man a few days to think.
with a more specific question, like where are the words of word walls that you have written, he may have had an answer for you. So we'll just go ahead and cast our minds back up to the top of the mountain, where we're speaking with Parthenax again. Who would like to ask the question?
Parthenax, one question before we leave. You had to think overnight. Did you happen to remember where any of the word walls are that you've created? We have a map we could show you. That might help.
Yes. In my meditation, I have recollected the location of one phrase in particular, where I set claw to stone.
Okay. Are you willing to share that with us?
Yes,
Thank you.
but you must not judge me for the powers I put into the world before I saw the kindness of the Jory.
Okay.
One's past matters not. One's current actions matter most.
Okay, hold on. Just putting up the locations.
We wouldn't judge you. You are the one that helped to save us. Or save our ancestors.
The three locations I am about to give you. These words form the shout of dismay that strikes fear, pain, and suffering into the hearts of all who hear it.
Okay.
Sounds ominous.
Including the ones that showed it?
This thing is kind of not helpful and not giving me the map locations. I'll give those to you after the game.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So back down here, trying to locate Master Arngir. North. Where are you hiding?
Thank you, Parthenax.
You are most welcome, Dovaki.
Well, they don't have offices.
Yeah, for real, where is he hiding? Is he outside?
Maybe.
Put on the quest tracker, and then you might be able to find him.
It's an optional thing, so it's not giving us pointers.
Yeet!
Weird, because it usually does give you, even if it's optional, it'll put 2 markers on the map.
Yeah, I tried, and it... Oh, now it's done.
He's hiding.
So, you spoke to Parthenax. The dragon blood runs deep in your veins. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon wren shout?
No, he doesn't know the dragon wren shout.
But he did tell us how to find it, or a way that we could find it.
So be it. If he believes it necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom.
We require an Elder Scroll.
We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been stock in trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
Oh, those guys that disappear, try to kill us and disappear?
No, the mages of Winterhold, the ones who I can't show my mark to, or they will take me in and experiment on me.
The college that we went to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Sigmund went there.
No,
No, Osmond would have.
Osmond was
Yeah.
there.
We've been there.
Yep.
This one learned a
The
couple
Ghost
things
of
about-
Osmond!
I think this one actually learned quite a few bit of interesting facts about that.
So you have nothing for us then. We should go. Because he's not able
Well-
to help us.
We should go to the college.
If we are going to the college, we had other places we wanted to go first.
Yeah.
This
Yes,
one
we
suggests
wanted
we go to
over
East
here.
March and then follow the road up to. It's in Winterhold, so yeah, it actually is on the way. We just have to get to East March first.
What do we need to do in East March?
There's a marker on the map we wanted to explore of a dragon's burrow.
Yes.
I wonder if there'll be another.
Word? Maybe?
Ah.
Perhaps
Right.
maybe even
Burrow?
Potentially.
Wind guide you.
Thank you. And you as well. I will take out my magic. It's another vial, and I go again. Like, don't sniff it, even, or taste it. Use it against thou enemies, as long as it's not us or Parthenax. And that one is a double potion of damage, stamina, and health. Which I can tell you what it does later. But you'll be in control of whatever I give you, because I will be deleting it as soon as you have that info.
So, starting our way down the mountain, you may continue to talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna...
So it doesn't. It doesn't sound like the life of a blade will may necessarily work well with
Our purposes?
our purposes.
But maybe you'll be able to glean information that we can't get that would help us.
Well,
And just because one person of the Blades says that it is impossible for you to be anything else does not mean that you cannot be anything else.
well, not to be morbid, but consider this. The 2 remaining members of the Blades besides me as a now member of the Blades are old. Delphine looks to be in the 50s and Esbern even older.
As we're walking down, I'll kind of look down at myself and go, oh, right. and change myself back into my form.
They may not be around. They will not be around forever.
Whoa!
I'm just gonna skip down a little bit.
Yeet, yeet.
You're good. Continue. They may not be around forever.
They will not be around forever.
We're looking at the future of the blades right
We're
here.
looking at the future of the blades.
Of what you might want to make it.
Did Lydia become a blade too?
No, Lydia's still a housecarl.
To me, the blades serve the Dragonborn.
So, we've made it back down to town. This one suggests we just head due east from here and go through bushwhack like we've been planning.
Yep, that works for me.
Do we need any supplies before we go?
I'm
No.
hearing a dragon. No, I'm good.
We head due east. Off the
that
road.
was Parthenax saying goodbye.
I see no reason that the blades should necessarily have to serve some foreign emperor who lives. It made sense in the days of
You gonna shoot that elk?
Tiber Septim when the
Yup.
Dragonborn.
Forgot I should be capturing the souls for you.
When the emperor himself
Yeah.
was a Dragonborn.
And I am going to, now that we're down here and walking along, I will release Parthenax from the pet cache, give him the goat as we skin the elk that we just caught.
Now, is that a petty
I'm not sure.
or is that a lesser?
Petty.
So if we continue on, we should hit a road. And then we follow that road north.
Maria! Oh, you!
I'm a bit busy at the moment. What did you want?
You!
Me. I'm gonna need.
I bring out the book of the wizard dude with the crimson. He talked about somebody who was farming Nirnroot. And I go, is this you? I can't remember what the name is, but I like look into the book from the person who we got the book and is this you?
I knew this day would eventually come. At least poor Sindarian died doing what he loved, his field research. I told the old fool he should take it easy, but he was too stubborn. Perhaps someday I'll continue where he left off. It's the least I can do considering how much he did for me.
So like I have 28 crimson Nirnroot. He mentions in this book of a potion that for 30 Nirnroot, red crimson
Dragon right
Nirnroot.
next to our character.
We'll continue with Alicia here. Yeah, if I recall him thinking about that and experimenting about that, but he never did get to the 30 Crimson Nirnroot required for what he believed to be a lifelong endowment that would grant.
Okay.
If you can find the 30, I have some of my notes from back in those days, and I may be able to do something with it.
If that would be lovely. I'm also, and I just sort of like jingle my bag and like rattle my potions like the witch I am and say I am more than willing to help you follow your lead, etc., but I am intent on getting the 30 Crimson Nirnroot.
Well, best of luck to you. Bring them here when you get there.
Do you know of anywhere except for that underground place where that is?
That's the only place.
Speaking of the singing root,
Yes.
do you sell them?
No, these are... I cultivate them to turn them into potions for selling.
Okay.
Personal use only.
Well, that's fair. I was just hoping to buy some so that I could make some potions.
No, but you'll find them near nearly every waterway.
Yes, no, that is fair. I'm just down to my last one, so I figured I'd ask, seeing as you have a stock.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you. Sorry to bring you ill tidings, and I will be back. We are going back to the deep underground and finding 2 more. Just 2 more is all I need.
Very
What's in
well.
it for me?
Safe travels.
Safe travels.
Our protection is what's in it for you.
The hell is she shooting at?
Nothing.
Nothing to see here.
What's
Go
your
about your
shield?
business. Doesn't have a face either.
It's an Argonian. It's a lizard person.
Oh,
Continuing due east.
picking up stuff.
We shouldn't go east for too long,
It's a tree.
because eventually we're gonna want to start going north.
North.
Does that look like it's stairs and stuff right there? Like, could there be anything? No. Okay,
No.
never mind.
This one suggests we start heading our way north.
Yeah, we're not quite sure where we are.
Do we have a compass? Does anybody have a compass? I don't use a compass.
I don't use
Just
a compass.
use your general knowledge of what around. That is a cliffside. There's East March.
I tanglefoot us down. I can get us down a mountain easily enough.
There's a more reasonable slope here.
Just go straight down, but like she walks.
Wow, we can jump a long way.
Oh, yeah.
Look at us go.
Okay, so shall we follow the road till we're down the cliff a little bit?
This is the road we're on.
Yeah.
Ooh, he
Do you
doesn't
want
look
this
good.
offshoot road? Or continue on?
I say we do the offshoot, goes down.
Yeah.
Probably goes down a little faster.
Whee!
Looks like there's another standing.
There's a dragon over there. I can see it.
That's where the burrow is.
Yeah, that is very true.
Got to fight the goddamn dragon.
Again.
Swing!
So that poison that I just gave you gives damage to con and also 2d6 poison. The DC is 30 for both.
I may use that on something a little smaller. This sword is designed to kill dragons, so.
Well, that larger potion would be helpful. Are there people here?
Is that Nirnroot?
It's cabbage.
Oh, nah.
Or potato, sorry.
Potato.
There's the dragon.
There's a dragon. As we walk through the town, we see the guard there. As we saw the dragon over in that direction, I will Stormcloak.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
There's a dragon literally just over there. We are going over to deal with it, but like, stay away and just continue walks.
I understand. It has been circling that area for some time. At first, the people here hid, but they all have bills to pay. They have returned to work.
Fair enough. Okay.
Do any of them work over that direction that we need to be careful of?
No, they work in the mine, just here.
Oh, fair.
Mine and the small farm here.
Okay.
Well, are we ready to face a dragon right now?
I am going to cast False Life on myself and
Mage armor?
Mage Armor.
I'm going to cast Have Dragon Bane.
I was thinking of stopping here, but I'll leave it open to you guys. Do you want to end here, or shall we continue?
I think that might be a hell of a way to start off next session. Fight.
Okay.
Considering how much story beats we hit,
Yeah, we got a lot of story.
Could we like just trek into the mine a little bit?
You certainly could.
I'm curious to see if there's a wall in here.
we could ask.
Yeah.
Good madam?
I used to be an adventurer in my day, and then I settled down, got married.
You sound like my father.
Oh, you were an adventurer. You wouldn't have to have seen any weird-looking walls with large carvings in it, almost looking like claw marks.
No, I really don't think so.
Nothing down in the mines, then, probably.
No, nothing like that.
Very well.
A neck that's in the. Oh, we introduce ourselves, I assume, and she. A neck. Crag jumper, you said?
That's me.
My grandmother was a crag strider. Are you related to us at all?
Maybe distantly somewhere back there, but I don't talk much to the old family.
She was Scarlic, so perhaps that's the connection.
Could be. I have never set foot on Solstein myself.
That would be well.
Have a great day. Oh, you changed Did you remove the? Oh no, you had damage. You weren't getting any bonuses from to your
Yeah, I had
magic.
DR5, now I have Regen 5.
Yes, I was just checking to see if you were getting.
Regen 2.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I have it written down as 2. So yeah, we walk a little closer and
As we're getting closer, I'm going to gulp down a couple of my magicka things to get back spell slots so that I'm full.
I will cast
shit my pants.
Consecrate Flesh.
In my pants.
Oh, P.S. I figured out why I don't get 4th level spell slots, because I picked War Priest. Because you can pick Cloistered Scholar or War Priest. War Priest gives you access to more weapons and armor at the loss of basically you don't go as fast
For spell
for
progression.
spell slots.
Yeah. I don't get 4th level until we hit level 7.
When we're at 120 feet away, I am going to shoot.
Well, let's save that for next week. I'll save us right here. I don't have to loot anything between this session and next one. 'Cause
So who's this crazy bastard here?
Just looking at the dragon. Like, oh, that's great.
Hey, you.
you there, please. You have to help me. I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn?
Actually, yes, here. And I take out my Cure Disease, which was the last thing that I made. And it's like a really good one. It's level 3, even though there's only 1 level to Cure Disease. Here.
By the 9, thank you so much.
It's a suppository.
Glugs it down.
It's not.
I'll show you where it happened on your map so you can stay away, please.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Also, do you happen to have any like spare hawk feathers or anything like that?
Hawk feathers. No. No, I'm afraid I don't.
Okay. If we were to like swing by in the future, would I be able to like place an order for hawk feathers because I need them for potions like the one that you just consumed?
I think it's very unlikely we're going to run into each other again. I live off the land.
Fair enough.
Well, run for your life. There's a dragon.
Yep. Okay. So I don't.
Okay. Let's see.
I consume my potion of minor magicka, which gets me back my first spell. 1 first spell. And damn.
Okay.
Killing in the name of burn.
Look at the word Eastmarch here.
Yep.
The X between the A and the S
Okay.
is the one that he's marked as the
Donkey cake.
location for the vampires.
Is this red?
That is black.
Boo. Just gonna add little fangs to it.
All right. Well, fun times.
Thank you. Best of luck. Don't go back there.
All right.
We'll clear it out once we're done with the dragon.
So, to all the folks at home, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
No one died.
No one died.
Not even close.
We did a lot of big story beats.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Haven't done that in a long time.
Yep.
It's mostly just kill dragons, kill dragons, kill dragons.
I'm always happy to get in some good story and character development. Just a heads up, our dear John's schedule has changed for the next month and a half or so. So we're going to be broadcasting on Fridays instead of Wednesdays. Same time, 6 o'clock here on Twitch. Videos should be up on YouTube the following weekend. But just so you know where to find us for the next little bit. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.